So the last point I want to make is that I think that one of the things that I know I set out to do, and I think that Mr. Snowden set out to do, and that I know the people at The Guardian set out to do, was not simply to publish some stories about the NSA. It was to really shake up the foundations of the corrupted and rotted roots of America's political and media culture. And the reason I say that is that there's an economist, Dean Baker, who yesterday on Twitter wrote that he thinks that the stories that we're doing are shining as much light on the corruption of American journalism as they are on the ongoing operations of the National Security Agency. And I think that is true for several different reasons. Number one is that if you look at the quote-unquote debate over the very charming, endearing debate about whether or not I should be arrested, prosecuted, and then imprisoned under espionage statutes for doing journalism, what you find is that that debate is being led by other people who are TV actors who play the role of journalists on TV. They're the ones who are actually in the debate. And the reason that they're doing that is because they purport to be adversaries of political power or watchdogs over political power, but what they really are servants to political power. They're appendages of political power. And so what you find is that they always lead the way in attacking whoever challenges the political system in Washington, because that is the system of which they're a part. That's the system that props them up, gives them oxygen, and provides them with all of their privilege, wealth, and access. And I think their true role, which is not to serve as adversaries of people in government power or to expose what they're doing, but to protect and shield them and amplify their message, has become more vividly exposed in the last 4 weeks than it has in quite a long time. And the thing that really amazes me is that if you look at how whistleblowers are treated, whether it be Bradley Manning or WikiLeaks or Thomas Drake at the NSA or Edward Snowden, I can understand why Americans in general, just ordinary Americans, have ambivalence about those whistleblowers. Some people think security is more important, or that secrecy is something that should be decided by democratically elected officials and not by individual whistleblowers. That I all get. But what I don't understand and can never believe is that anybody who at any point thought of themselves as somebody who had a journalistic ethos would look at people who are shining light on the world's most powerful factions and do anything but applaud them and express gratitude for them, since that's supposed to be the function that they, the journalists themselves, are serving. And yet what you find is the exact opposite.